The Internet Archive was taken down by DDoS attacks. The Justice Department could force Google to break itself up. And GM is ditching its one-size-fits-all Ultium battery system and adopting other cell formats. It's Thursday, October 10th, and this is Engadget News. The Internet Archive has been hit with a series of DDoS attacks this week that have taken the service offline. The Verge noticed a pop-up on the site yesterday when the online database went down. The pop-up has since disappeared, but the site is not currently available. According to security researcher Troy Hunt, the DDoS attack came just as the Internet Archive was preparing to disclose a previous breach of its site that resulted in the theft of more than 31 million records. Hunt, who runs the Have I Been Pawned service, said that the timing of the two attacks appears to be entirely coincidental and that there are likely multiple parties involved. Internet Archive founder Brewster Kahle has been publishing updates on the attacks on X, with the latest news simply that the team is attempting to bring the site back online. A DDoS organization known as Black Meta claimed responsibility for the attacks with a confusing message that the platform belongs to the USA. The Internet Archive is a nonprofit headquartered in San Francisco that provides free access to a vast library of software and media, as well as hosting the Wayback Machine web archive. The message also referenced the stolen records with HIBP, referring to Hunt's Have I Been Pawned site that tracks compromised accounts. This isn't the first time the archive has been targeted by DDoS attacks, but this week's attacks are the latest in a string of bad news for the Internet Archive. The platform has been fighting a legal battle over ebook copyrights and recently lost its appeal in the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Second Circuit. Google may have to break off parts of its business, such as Chrome and Android, and share users' search data with its competitors based on the proposed remedies the U.S. Justice Department has submitted in a court filing. The DOJ said it's considering behavioral and structural remedies that would prevent Google from using products such as Chrome, Play, and Android to advantage Google Search and Google Search-related products and features after Judge Amit Mehta ruled in August that it illegally abused its monopoly over the search industry. That ruling was the result of a 2020 antitrust lawsuit filed by the DOJ and several states, accusing Google of unlawfully maintaining monopolies over search and search-related products. The department is also considering limiting or prohibiting Google from signing contracts with other companies to make its search engine the default option for their browsers and phones. In his ruling, Judge Mehta said that paying Mozilla, Apple, Samsung, and other device makers to make Google as their default search engine was an illegal act meant to maintain its dominant position in the market. A Google executive previously revealed during a trial for the lawsuit that the company paid Apple $26 billion. One of the department's other proposals is to restrict Google from being able to use search results to train its generative artificial intelligence models. In a blog post, Google's VP of Regulatory Affairs, Leanne Mulholland, called the DOJ's proposals radical and sweeping. She said the government seems to be pursuing a sweeping agenda that will impact numerous industries and products, and proceeded to enumerate how the proposals would affect consumers. Mulholland argued that forcing Google to share users' search queries and results with competitors could create major privacy and security risks, since the company protects them with its strict security standards. She also said that splitting off Chrome or Android would break them, jeopardize their security, and make patching bugs harder. It will change their business models, raise the cost of devices, and undermine Android and Google Play in their robust competition with Apple's iPhone and App Store. Mulholland also argued that hampering Google's AI tools risks holding back American innovation at a critical moment. Finally, she said that the government's unreasonable restrictions on Google's distribution contracts that make its search engine easily available would create friction for people who just want to easily search for information. It could reduce revenue for companies like Mozilla and other Android smartphone makers as well, leading to the lack of funds for further development and pricier smartphones overall. The DOJ has until November 20th to file a more refined set of remedies, while Google has until December 20th to propose its own fixes to the court. GM is charting a course away from its Ultium battery system. The company is dropping that standardized approach in favor of a wider range of battery cell chemistries and physical formats. The automaker had hoped that by adopting a unified system across all of its EVs as well as other products, it would be able to reduce costs and ship them faster. The plan was to pack the flat pouch-style Ultium cells into a variety of modules, depending on what was needed for each EV. Things haven't gone smoothly, as Ars Technica notes. Among other things, COVID-19 slowed down the company's EV roadmap, and there were problems with the robots that assembled the modules. The automaker hopes that switching from Ultium's nickel-cobalt-manganese chemistry to lithium iron phosphate, or LFP, battery tech will lower the cost of its EVs by as much as $6,000. As The Verge noted, Tesla and Ford are among those that use LFP cells, which are said to be cheaper and less complicated to manufacture. The second-gen Chevy Bolt, which is slated to arrive in late 2025, will use such batteries. GM plans to build a new battery research facility at the Warren Tech Center in Michigan. The team there will explore cylindrical and prismatic cells in addition to the pouch format. Researchers will also look into alternative battery chemistries. The shift in battery strategy comes as GM chases profitability in its EV division. The company said it's getting close to that point. It's on track to build and sell around 200,000 EVs this year. GM now claims to be the number 2 EV seller in North America, behind Tesla. Thanks for listening. There's more to these stories and additional articles at Engadget.com. This episode featured journalism from Anna Washenko, Chris Holt, and Mariella Moon, and was voiced and produced from the sound studios of Spoken Layer. Enjoy your day, and I'll be back tomorrow with more tech news from Engadget.